Okay, we're getting back to the soccer war, and I got my poor opponent on hold with all my Empire of the Sun enthrallments. But we could look here, and I don't know if I what I left up on, but it is turn three. At last turn, waiting on. Well, I've had his moves for about a day or so. I'm just now implementing them. But give you a look at what's going on here. I am the purple, and he is the blue. The burden is on the Salvadoran player, the blue player, to get victory points. And every one of those die that you see represents a victory point. He has 5. All the white die, though, represent minuses of that victory point total. 1 minus there because of damage to a port. 1 minus there. 1 minus there because I inflicted a hit on his units. So there were negative victory point modifiers. So he has a total of 5 minus 2. The score is now Salvadoran player 3 victory points for a marginal victory. I think it went from tactical to marginal. My little hit down here to damage his port lowered the score. So we'll see what his last moves is. Last moves are for soccer war. After this, we go on to Somoza. I think is what his name was, the old dictator. And be expanded. Like I said, we're in the old Central America infancy, just kind of feeling our way through the rules. But this one here is if this one here is rated a 10, this victory game here is rated a 5 or 4. Yeah, it's not that bad. Nice to get away from the complexity sometimes, but it can be addicting. So let me make his moves. We'll be right back with the conclusion of Soccer War scenario number 2 in Central America's basic game. All right, my opponent's first move is to move the old NG battalion out of its little victory hex position. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Smell an attack coming. We'll be right back. All right, for his second move, he's moving to 2nd Infantry Brigade from 0907 on into the victory hex here at 0806. Therefore, gaining him another victory point. He's back up to the tactical victory. We'll be back. All right, and he's moving his 1st Infantry Brigade from 0808 to 0809 to 1009 to 1110. I don't know how many moves that is, but we'll be right back. 1209, I believe that's where he's got to stop. So we'll be right back and see what unit activates next. Special Forces. Gonna move up for the attack. And there he is. Oops, sorry. Got that one all messed up. We'll be back. Alright, on further review, my opponent wanted to take that move back. So this unit's moving back. I don't know why this thing's recording the wrong way. I'm going to have to flip it around. We'll be back. Alright, for some reason, I guess he's wanting to wait for the insurgency movement phase. So we're over here now to the insurgency movement phase. And we'll see what he wants to do. We'll be right back. Last move. Yeah, that's all it was. He's just wanting to take advantage of that insurgency rule. So before and after with an insurgency reserve marker because he only moved 1. Alright, we'll be back. Checking out the rest of his moves. Alright then, insurgency movement phase done. No insurgency placement. No allied aerial counterinsurgency. No disbandment. And on to the air mission phase. See what he wants to do with this lone air unit that he had to reposition because my insurgency unit was threatening it. Alright, we'll be back. Alright then. Low budget operation here. Goofy animation aside, he's coming in for a close air support. And we will be right back to see what the attack is. Now, if he gets that, that'll give him another victory point up to 6. And I think that'll do it. Well, we'll have an attack here, so he'll go for 7, which will be real good. I'll be able to maybe, well, I don't know if I can inflict any hits. Might be able to move this unit on in, but that's a long way to go. Come on up here and maybe do something. I got 2 units here. Yeah, the only way for me to lessen his score is through successful port damage and hits inflicted or step losses inflicted on his units. We'll be back for the combat to come. Alright, then my opponent going after one of the last victory hexes. That's what all those orange markers are. Red die. I had another red die. What did I do with that? Hold on a second here. Alright, like I said, orange blocks victory point hexes. And the die are the victory points that he already has. The red die, anyway. White die are negatives that I have inflicted. Let's go through this and see what kind of attack we got here. Looks like he's got a 1. Ooh. See, we can't get this off with my... mine don't open up that far. I need to get these things fixed up better. Alright. He's got a 1 there. I thought he had 2 units there, but just a 1. Huh, that don't make no sense. Are there 2 units here? No. So we have 3 attack factors? Let me check that out on the computer screen. Alright, we are correct. It is only 3 factors. Plus his 1 for close air support equals 4. Versus my... oh, is that a 3? Ooh, man. 4 to 3. Not good. I mean, it could be better, it could be worse. He'll have little modifiers. I'll show you what the modifiers are here in a second, but get all these guys back in here if I can. He's been moved. This unit here's been moved too. We'll be right back. Alright. 4 to 3 is only 1 to 1. Ooh, I have an insurgency unit in there. He's got one too, so we both knock each other out. I think the difference might be that remember special forces. He has special forces too, so all of our insurgency special forces modifiers, column shifts, should cancel each other out. So it should be a 1-to-1 attack with no modifiers or die roll modifiers. Let me get off the camera here, get everything straightened out, make sure I know what's going on, get everything exact. Alright, looking at all these combat modifiers, like I said, we all cancel each other out. Nobody's got an advantage anywhere, so it's just a 1-to-1 attack with no die roll modifiers. I'll let you know what the result is. Alright, yeah, it's the same conclusion my opponent came up with, but with one glaring exception. He's got a +1 die roll modifier for close air support. 1-to-1 attack, +1 on the die roll. Alright then, initial combat ratio will be 1-to-1 in the forest column. So over here on the 1-to-1 spot. Alright, no column shifts. So the current combat ratio will also be 1-to-1. Alright. So my opponent rolled a 2 for a change. We'll see what's going on here. They'll get a +1, which makes it a 3. They're all the way over here. Oh, I just lost it, didn't I? See if we can't do this. I'm looking through a screen, so give me a break. There you go. There you go. There you go. Attacker. Loses a step, but don't have to retreat. Ouch! That gives him a minus on his victory point score. Let me check the screen. Be right back. Alright, he agrees, and in hex 0807, he's going to reduce 1 a step. 0807, that'll be him right here. Reducing him a step. Oop. And this thing has victory point total down to 3. Let me make sure I got his victory point total up to date here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 minus 3. 1, 2. Oh, I gotta get me another die here. Equals 3. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Victory points gained. 1, 2, 3 lost. Looking at a 3 score. I don't know if that's marginal or what. We'll be back because I think we got another attack coming up. Be right back. Alright, his next attack is on this unit here. We'll clear this on out. Let you see what we got for the town of Goaskoran? Goaskoran? Town of Goaskoran. Unfortunately, my unit in Goaskoran is out of supply. So that 3 is halved, and it's rounded down to just a 1. So 1 defense factor against 3. He's got a 3-to-1 attack going on there. I don't see any modifiers. All units are good to go. So a 3-to-1 attack in a... Ooh, hold on a second here now. What we got? We got a nice little city. Terrain modifiers. City. Ooh, we see. Does that affect combat? We'll be right back. Alright, here we go here then. At least 1 defending unit occupies a city, town, or port, so I get a -1 on a die roll. So we got a 3-to-1 with a -1. Be right back. Alright, initial combat ratio. Ooh, we're over here to 3-to-1. 3-to-1 in a clear. So yeah, that works. Alright, current combat ratio will also be 3-to-1. But, as my opponent, I just looked at the result, did not incorporate as a -1. He rolled a 5. See if it makes a difference anyway. Oh, come down here with a 5. -1 is a 4. Ooh, come on, stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. Yeah, he thought it was 2 step losses. That makes a big difference. Let me email him. I'll be right back. All right, well, here's the update. He didn't mess out on the -1 die roll modifier, which makes that result there. Instead of 2 step losses, let's see here. 4. That's a 1. Let's go down 1. Yeah, 2. Okay. So my unit will only suffer 1 step loss, but has a mandatory retreat. So here you go. We'll go back over here. Get him out of here. All right, now out of supply units still exert a zone of control. Here you go over here. Unsupplied units, blah, 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 blah. Out of supply ground units still exert zonal controls if they have a combined defense value of 2 or more. Alright, so this unit right here that's out of supply only has a defense value of 1. So he's not projecting a zone of control into this hex. So therefore, my unit just suffered a step loss. He's still out of supply, and he'll retreat 1 right here. So he's still out of supply. This unit here is still out of supply at the damaged port. And he'll get the victory point, but I just want to clear that up, what's going to happen. Let me go ahead and find out which unit he will move into there. Alright, 1411 to 1412, he will gain a victory point for the victory point hex that he's got. And my unit still survives. I might be able to attack him and still inflict a hit next round. Because right now, am I out of supply? No, I still exert zone of control with 2 defense factors. So he still exerts a zone of control. He's still going to be out of supply, though, with this guy's zone of control. Both of these guys zones of control. And I can't bring in supplies through an all-water hex side, so he's still going to be out of supply. We'll see what's going on with that. I'll have 1 move. I'll have a chance to maybe bring down his score some. Let me find out what's going on. I want to email him real quick. Tell him it didn't make a difference, but my unit's still there. And I'll correct it on the vlog. That might be it. Let me check out and see what is going on. We need another die here, though. Hold on a second. Another die for victory point achieved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -1, 2, 3. Ooh, I forgot about this one. Yeah, that's right. 7 minus 3 equals 4 victory points. Be back, see if that's the end of his moves. We'll be right back. Alright, correction. My unit's got to retreat 2 hexes, which he can't do, so he will be eliminated. There you go. After all is said and done, same result. And I don't know if my opponent knew that. I don't think he added a modifier, which he didn't. I seen it on the screen. But yeah, when you retreat, you got to retreat 2 hexes. And he cannot go any further. So they got bogged down there in the swamp and died. All right. Well, luckily, he don't get no points for that. But yeah, that unit there is definitely eliminated. It is now my ground air step. My response for my last turn. We'll see what we can do to chip away at that score. All right, then. Like I said, he would have had to retreat. And the poor guys would have perished because they could not retreat 2 hexes. So he's gone. Now I got to get creative. I got to knock that down. I got to get creative. I got 3 air units, 3 chances to knock them down 2 steps. Knock down 2 victory points. But here, I'm going to have to get creative. I'm not worried about... Oops, I'm knocking things over here. He's got no more moves, so he can't get this last victory hex, but I can inflict damage. So I'm going to move all these boys on out. I'm going to try to maybe get me an attack on one here and one here, but it might have to be both of these units moving out and just getting an attack. But anyway, we got a chance to get at least -1, maybe 2 victory points, and another -2. So maximum that we can knock that down with is maybe 4. That'd be nice. We'll see what happens. All right, continuing on now to the Honduran ground movement phase. And we were going over here. Gonna look at some things there. There's one thing to note is that in this game, you need at least 2 defense factors to project the zone of control. Oh, let me see here. We'll go back here to the rules real quick. A ground unit or stack with a combined defense value of 2 or more exerts a zone of control. Unfortunately for my buddy, for my opponent, all these units here all have 1 defense factors. So therefore, for my first ground unit movement, I will move my... Oh, who we got here? CES Infantry Battalion. We'll move him 1, 2, 3, 4. Right up here. And we'll be back. Alright, so for my next moves, on the Vasselmon, it's got my unit here. He couldn't have been there. He's got to be there. So we'll go ahead and just move him 1. Or it would be 1, 2. Would that be 1, 2, 3, and 4? So there you go. He could still get there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll move up to here. My unit here in Tegucigalpa. We'll move out of Tegucigalpa. 1, 2, 3. And we got another attack going on here. I think these are all going to be 3-to-1 attacks. Pretty nice. And this one here is going to be a... Oh, I forgot to move my insurgent. Oh, well, that's the end of regular ground unit movement. I'm sorry. Got to keep up with myself there. Next, we'll go to insurgency movement. And with that, I will move my insurgency unit out of the victory point hex. He won't be able to move in there because it's the last one, but we'll just do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving them both next to this one for a nice attack. So hopefully I can get knocked down 2 of these points. And now we will go to the insurgency placement. FSLN aerial counterinsurgency, no. First insurgency disbandment, no. Air mission phase, yes. This is where I will attempt to nail his ports. Be right back. Alright then, we are done with the air stage and another victory point marker. We had 3 strikes at it, we got 1 6, so we were able to do that. Let's count them on up now. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So, whittling down. I got a chance to take out 2 more attacks, so we're going to go on with our combats here and see what goes on. But looking good for the good guys. Be back. Alright, we just had another key combat. It was 3-to-1. Minus 1 on a die roll. So I got a 1 on a die roll, which makes it a 0. But if you look underneath here, 0 under a 3-to-1 in the rough, make sure we get that right, equals I took a step loss, but he has to retreat 2 hexes. So I'll take me my step loss here. I can't advance, I don't think, but he's got to retreat. So I moved him out of the victory point hex here to here. knocking his victory point score down to 2. Oh, I feel another rage coming on. But there you go. Victory point hex has been vacated. Very last combat of the game coming up. All right, then, to conclude, let me see what we all got going on here, if I just got everything right, because I've just finished it up. Oh, let me see. This combat here had him retreat 2 hexes. He lost that victory point. This combat here, there was no result. There was. I lost. I rolled a 1 on both of them. Rolled 1 on both of these combats. I lost a step here. Nothing else went on. That'll be the last combat of the game. Where's my pointer when I need it? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, did he? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 victory points for him. Minus 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 for the ports that I damaged. 1 for a step loss inflicted on this unit. And 1 for a step loss inflicted on that unit. For a total of 2 victory points. And that comes out to a stalemate in the soccer war. We're done. That'll be a video. Had a great time. And we're moving on to Samosa. Let's send this off to my opponent. And hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be back for more Central America versus opponent play.